Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is another video reaction on or to do with Mexico, and this channel was suggested to me, and because I was asking for more videos or more channels out there that do sort of videos specifically for Mexico and things that I can sort of learn about Mexico and all these different things. And I saw this commented. I was going through my older videos and I saw this as a suggestion. Had like 200 likes in the comments, so people obviously seems to agree. And the video title is "Things Mexico Does Better Than Anywhere Else, Food Included." I'm just gonna click the channel just for sort of videos they do. There's just all these different sort of... This one piqued my interest. This one sounds quite cool because I feel like I'd enjoy those kinds of videos. Questions you should never ask. I was going to initially do this one, but I just ended up doing this one. Unwritten rules I can't read. And yeah, just all these different things. So I mean, if you want any other reactions from this channel or just other reactions to like Mexican culture or whatever, suggest what you want me to do in the comments and I'll be sure to do so. But yeah, man, let's get into this. Let's see things Mexico does better. I mean, it says food included. I mean, number one is definitely food, but we're going to see. But quick shout out to my Instagram, my Twitter, links in the description for those interested in following. Same for my Patreon, links all there for those interested. I appreciate all the support on all socials, genuinely. The fact that so many people message me through Instagram, and a lot of people, like a lot of Mexican people or Mexican Americans have been messaging me recently, saying they really enjoy my reactions and they want me to do more of them. And yeah, it's crazy how these videos get out there and people all around the world, or people in Mexico, or from my US reactions, people in the US or Canada or whatever, see these reactions and enjoy them. So I mean, I appreciate it. Hopefully it'll continue. But yeah, man, let's get into this and let's start learning more about the cultures and the history and whatnot about Mexico, man. Is that a dog? Wait, I've just noticed, is that a dog on someone's... Oh my god. This is just a dog on someone's scooter. Oh, that's amazing. That is actually incredible.
Adios, cannabis.
Oh my days.
Love March time of year in Mexico City. The jacaranda flowers in bloom and the weather is gorgeous. Anyway, I'm Paul, an English guy.
But this street food looks incredible. I love how sort of historical it seems to look. Like the sort of the style of the buildings and stuff.
Showing you Mexico through my eyes. And today I'm going to talk about things Mexico does better than anywhere else on the planet. And of course, as usual, this is just my opinion. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree, whatever. All I'm doing is sharing with you some things that I personally think Mexico does really well compared to other countries from my experience living here.
Oh, he lives here. Someone told me he's British as well, and I didn't know he lived there. I thought maybe it was just like a holiday or something, but that's pretty cool. He's living in Mexico and he's British.
Let's eat in here, everyone. So popular. Must have amazing food, like $1 million croissants. Seriously, we're not going in there, although I am sure it's a very nice place, to be fair to the hard-working owners. But instead, we're going to go somewhere just up ahead, and it's far more true Mexico, the Tianguis. Yes, welcome to the Tianguis, everyone. And if you don't know, a Tianguis is a common sight in Mexico. Some local road where once a week it's closed off for a market.
Oh wow, the whole road. That's insane. Once a week. That's pretty cool.
Because the first thing that Mexico...
I guess this is where you eat like proper Mexican like sort of foods and sort of culture. Especially if you're like a foreigner coming to Mexico, you can experience this. It must be like something that's a real like eye-opener to sort of see this kind of stuff going on.
Better than anywhere else in the world is, of course, street food. And when I say street food, I mean all food in general, to be honest. Food in Mexico is just the best, isn't it? Without a doubt, Mexico does street food better than anywhere else in the world. And in a tianguis like this, you can find so much amazing Mexican food from different regions. It's basically a cultural food fest for the whole world to enjoy. And I had so many choices of tacos to eat in the market, and I already ate. So what did I go for? Well, I got some tacos de Misiotis. Now, Misiote is a dish dating back to pre-Hispanic times of Mexico. It's meat that's been seasoned in chili and herbs and wrapped in a tough, semi-transparent outer membrane or skin, whatever you want to call it, of the leaves of the maguey plant, giving it a special flavour, and then steam cooked. And I made what I think is an epic taco. This is how it began. I then added pineapple, squeezed some lime juice, added some salsa, added some nopales, more salsa, and then more lime. Beautiful, cultural, true Mexican, delicious. By the way, if any of you are wondering what I do away from YouTube, well, look at this. And I want to give a special shout out to my fans who also watch True Mexico. It was great meeting with you all the other week at this industry event. See you again in 2020.
Is that Rey Mysterio? Or is that just a mask similar?
I'm outside Arena Mexico, everyone. It's known as the Cathedral of Lucha Libre, and it's the largest...
Oh, it's wrestling, so I was actually... I mean, it isn't obviously going to be Rey Mysterio, but I know wrestling is big here, isn't it? It's like maybe not a cultural thing, but I know it's big here. What is it like? Is Sin Cara? Was he Mexican? I don't know if he was. Nah, he was American. Yeah, Mexican American. What about Rey Mysterio? Was he Mexican American or was he just Mexican? It doesn't say. It just says American. But I guess he must have been Mexican American. I mean, Oscar Gutierrez. It sounds Mexican American. But yeah, I can see that already.
Largest arena built specifically for wrestling in the world. There's a show tonight, which is why you see so many merchandise stores being set up, selling the famous Lucha Libre masks and other interesting items, which caught my eye today. Anyway, the next thing Mexico does better than anywhere else is professional wrestling. Now, I know some of you will be thinking, well, WWE is way better. And of course, you are entitled to think that, and it's commercially the most successful series internationally, that's for sure. However, many people around the world are starting to believe that Lucha Libre is, well, better than WWE.
Oh wow, so is it
this
growing?
Article from a UK magazine argues that point and calls it a classier form of wrestling and urges people to consider it. The thing about Mexican wrestling is that it requires far more athletic skill. The emphasis often is on spectacular aerial maneuvers rather than just muscles and brute force. And walking around here today, I even got talking to a Japanese family buying tickets for a show. They told me last year there were Mexican luchadores in Japan putting on shows for the fans there. So yeah, it's subjective which one is better, WWE or Lucha Libre, but for me and many others, Lucha Libre wins.
I mean, it's growing,
It's
isn't it?
for us.
This is incredible. This is incredible.
Adios, cannabis.
Oh my god. I can't get over that. Mariachi. Look at that bike. That must
Look
be
at our friend
tiring.
Cannabis again. What a legend. Anyway, the next thing Mexico does better than anywhere else in the world is, of course, parties. Because Mexicans have this amazing ability at focusing on what really matters. The celebration between friends and family at a party. Now, to explain all this, I will tell you a little story that happened to me that was absolutely insane for my
Is he standing in the middle of the road? Or is the angle just tripping me up? Because I feel like he's standing in the road. But...
Mexican girlfriend. So, once upon a time, I was in London dating a Mexican girl, and I had been with her for about 5 months. Well, I was invited to a friend's wedding, and I mean because I was invited to the church, the dinner and the party. However, my Mexican girlfriend was only invited to the church and the party, but not the dinner. And yeah, she was understandably upset. This was a British mentality of practical party organisation, everything controlled, versus a Mexican mentality of, above all, let's all celebrate life even if the party gets a bit out of control. And in the story, I guess the wedding budget only allowed for a set number of meals. They had to decide who to chop off the list. My rank was lower at that wedding. I wasn't family. She was just my girlfriend, not my wife, that kind of thing. And in my British mind, it was understandable. For my Mexican girlfriend's mind, an absolute fucking disgrace. And I do remember her telling me, well, you people can't dance at parties anyway, like us Mexicans can.
It's true, but I can't dance for shit. I cannot dance for shit. But I don't know if it's just from like seeing it on the TV, like Mexicans do know how to sort of like celebrate in a certain way. Like, again, I always bring it back to this, but I remember the World Cup. Every single World Cup that I see, like Mexico's always a team. Like, they're always my second team to sort of root for, because the fans, they're so sort of like, again, they celebrate in crazy ways. They're passionate. They just know how to support their country, the team that they love. And I feel like everyone's second team in the World Cup always is Mexico. I mean, unless, I don't know, I don't know what other reason they wouldn't. I don't know, they're always a team that I like seeing do well. I remember when, who did they play last? Who was it? The last 16 in the last World Cup? Because they got knocked out in the last 16. I can't remember who by. I can't remember. But I know it was. I can't remember it. That's frustrating. But I remember I was just backing them to do well, and obviously they got knocked out. But still, man, I can see through that they're obviously going to be into their sort of partying, and they're going to be good at it kind of thing, because they know how to celebrate for sure.
And to finish today's video, I want to do a quick fire section where I mention 2 more things Mexico does better than anywhere else. First, welcoming foreign tourists to Mexico. I've traveled a lot, and Mexico hospitality is without doubt the best. Mexicans will give you the time of your life. Remember my wedding story earlier? Well, in Mexico, you might make a new Mexican friend one day, and the next they are telling you, my home is your home, my cousin's wedding taking place tonight is your party too, and you're coming this evening. And secondly, this amazing warmth also transfers to how Mexicans support things they are passionate about. Mexico also has the best fans in the world. And in the World Cup in Russia last year, there were so many comments
I was literally just talking about this
from international media about just how amazing Mexican fans are. And away from football, in the world of music, movies, all that kind of stuff, it's exactly the same. And I love it. I feel proud of Mexico when I see famous English people who come to Mexico and they...
Oh my days. See, this is that big ass stadium. I want to visit the stadium one day, man. This stadium's nuts. But look at this. How many people are there? Because I know the stadium's like 90,000, but there's people on the pitch as well. But then obviously there's no people here. It's probably like, what, 80,000, 90,000? That's crazy, man. Look at that.
Mentioned that the Mexican fans are just the best. And by the way, changing subject, if anyone can contribute to subtitles for this episode, the link is below in the description. And thank you to everyone who translates my videos so more people can enjoy them. Check this out. This is a common sight in
How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mexico City. And it's quite interesting for me because...
11! Oh, is that a dog?
Natural wiring.
Oh, that's not a dog, that's a pillar. Just so many dogs. How do you do that? What if like one's like trying to fight another one? I mean, actually, I guess if they live together, they're not going to fight. But how do you handle this?
Of a dog in the wild would be to be in a pack of other dogs, right? Rather than being with humans, running for sticks and balls and all that nonsense. And they're always so well behaved like this, God. You know. It's very interesting if you like dogs like me.
The streets look beautiful, man. Oh my God. All the trees and colours, etc. The sun
What a
shining in.
beautiful Mexican sunset we have to end today's video. And of course, Mexico does loads of things so well, I couldn't talk about them all today. So tell me in the comments what you think Mexico does best. Anyway, I'm out of here now. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and share it with your friends. If this is your first time watching...
I enjoyed this, man. I'm going to subscribe again. I don't know if people will want more reactions to this channel, but if you do, suggest some of the other videos you want to see, or just other videos in general. I've had a lot of Mark Wayne's? He does like food, street food tasting things, and people have suggested them a lot, and I'll definitely be down to do them in the future. I know his videos are very, very long, but I'll definitely be down to react to his videos in future. But yeah, man, get suggesting some more videos related to Mexico that you want to see, or other videos in general. If it's not to do with Mexico, just suggest what you want to see, basically. But let's see some of the comments. I'm still debating in my head if Expo Sexo Nod was not a joke. I think Mexican people are the best in the world. As an English girl who has been to Mexico, I definitely prefer the Mexican lifestyles and its people. I can't even read that. When are you going back to the UK to show us the true UK? I'd be interested in seeing your culture also, and the way it has contrast with Mexican culture. So many ways, man. Best Mexican channel ever. People seem to like this channel, to be fair. I miss Mexico City. Greetings from Austria. Ja ja ja. Is this, what is this? I always see this. Is this like their way, or like other countries or people from other countries' way of saying ha ha ha, or is it a different like thing? I guess it is, but I don't really know. That was funny, the dog on the motorcycle at the beginning of the video. Yeah, that was fun. I think we're the best at memes. 5. You know that man was high as a kite smoking a fat churro when he named his pop cannabis. What a name. We're the best in the world, putting nicknames to our friends and make laugh and other people. We're truly this magic. I can kind of see that. Just like sort of you meet like someone in Mexico for the first time and they'll instantly give you like a nickname, and it'll just be one of those things that would be just quite fun to experience. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy this one, man. Like honestly, I do want to do more of these reactions. So again, suggest what you want to see in future. And yeah, appreciate the support. But until next time, like, subscribe.